Johnston again. Apologies again for the delay in this post. It's been pretty manic here today. A number of things to go through. I might just start on the roads because I know that's of importance. Can I just say that Council has put in as much resource as possible into going out and inspecting these roads. As I've said previously, we've got to be assured that they can be travelled on safely, so we're working through as many as we can there. But I can tell you, and you would already be aware that the Newell Highway out of Moree North and South is open to all vehicles. The Back Pally Road, River Road, Mosquito Creek Road, however you know that, is open but with a 10-tonne limit. We've been very careful about the pavement there and the gravel. So again, a 10-tonne limit restriction on that. Copper Creek Road is open to all vehicles. We're previously working on the wash pool. We're doing some resealing there in the morning, and we're hopeful that that will be open tomorrow at some stage, and we will let you know that. I'm glad to say that the Carnarvon Highway between Moree and Garara is now open. Please continue to have a look at our Facebook page, and we'll, as soon as those roads become passable, we will let you know. In terms of food, again, this has been a challenge for us, and I've explained to you that before. We presently have 60 food bank hampers on the back of a council truck, just waiting for the green light from the SES to take those to the airport. Our council staff has been working with a central person out at Malawar, so the 60 food bank hampers going out to Malawar, and that'll be they'll land at the Malawar school, and we will give you some advice when they are underway. That continues to be a bit of a clunky process. We're trying to be better at that, but our hands are tied a little bit. So food bank hampers to Malawar. We will be reaching out to those communities where food bank hampers went yesterday to see whether we need some more out there or resupply. The SES is still taking the click and collect orders from Woolworths and the Coles Online groceries as well. Again, that process is slightly slow, but they will have those helicopters available to take those out. We've got cool rooms here and cool rooms out at the airport that will help us manage that, but we're hopeful that we'll see those helicopters in the sky before too long. We've been talking to the residents at Yarraman. Council workers are out there now trying to assess what needs to be done there. Now that we've got that road open, we're hopeful of getting some bods on the ground there to help residents, just as Moree has experienced the wonderful help of the RFS and the Defence Force. We're hoping to get some groups out there. We just need to get a handle on how many people we need there, but that help is coming, Yarraman, so again, please be patient with us. There's a lot of discussion now. Our focus is turning to our remote villages and smaller towns, and also those isolated on farming communities, particularly around fuel resupply for those farms and fodder drops. So that is a topic of vast importance to us now. We're working through the agencies around that to ensure that those services are available as they are needed. The RFS and SES continue to work in regards to the rapid damage assessments. Moree, as I understand it, is getting close to being done, and now we're getting people out at Ashley, Palmalawar and Garara to undertake those assessments to allow residents to go back safely into their homes. In terms of rubbish collection, we've got services now up and running at Boggabella, which is great. And I believe the Moree service that should have been done on Tuesday, you're seeing council trucks our garbage trucks take that away now for those people who want to put their bins out. I had the pleasure of going into the emergency base camp this morning and addressing a couple of hundred of our volunteers that are helping the town through this disaster. I think I've mentioned before, but my fear as Mayor is that we'll see those trucks start to roll out of town. There's still work to be done. I've raised that with the Minister, the Premier and any Commissioner that will lend me their ear. What I want to have for our community, however, if you need help, now is the time to ask for it. As I said, excuse me, as I've said, we have 150 RFS volunteers here and 50 people from the Australian Defence Force. So we are not going to get a better opportunity to have assistance provided. So if you have something that you need doing, whether it's removal rubbish or some other matter, please let someone know so we can have those jobs logged and we can demonstrate to government that there is still a need to have these people in our town. The last thing that we want is to have these services leave our town and have work still to be done. So you can either do the 132500 number with the SES, and in addition to that, council has also arranged a service at Ron Harborne Oval. We've got people down there. If you want to present to Ron Harborne Oval, talk to the council people about what you need to have done, and we'll get that job logged, and it will be indication to the government as to what still needs to be done in our town and surrounding communities. And again, that's not limited to Moree. If I can get the villages and smaller towns get onto that number as well and log your jobs, because we won't get a better opportunity to get this work done. In terms of, I know there's still some issues with that 132500 number. Council is trying to organise, and we're very close to organising a council number where you, if you're having little success on that 132500 number, council will have a line into the ops centre here, and we'll be able to go directly to the SES. So we're only probably a couple of hours away of getting that organised, and we'll let you know that on Facebook. But I can't stress enough, this is our one opportunity to have this work carried out by these people. So if you've got work to do, let's get that call logged today so we can demonstrate to the government that there still is a strong need here. As we get over the hump in town, our focus is turning to our smaller villages and towns, and obviously those isolated remotely. So we're doing our best to cover off on those. It has, again, the food thing has been a problem for us, but we're getting reassurance for those in the know that we've got a plan there now, so hopefully we're seeing some benefit. And I know that the communities that received the food bank box yesterday were appreciative of that, and hopefully we'll see more of that. I will try and keep you updated as much as possible, but it will probably only be as major things occur. So if I don't get to see you again today, unless there's something significant over the weekend, I'll probably have my next video message on Monday. As always, stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.